What is going on? Here's just another quick update for the mining farm. This is probably just going to be for November. I've been mining Wart for quite a bit now, and some other stuff has been popping off, like Ergo. I mined some of that just to get more of a bag. I've changed up some stuff, so these guys all used to be on like vertical stands, and I 3D printed these test benches. 3 more 3070s from Qubic, and then I turned them into Wart rigs. And then down here is the 7950X 3Ds. There's a EPYC 7K62. The fan's broken. It's fine. I have more fans on the way. These guys are mining Zephyr. 3900X mining Zephyr. I still have the KS0's AL0 going. These guys were all mining Ergo for a few days just to like accumulate a little bit more. I've been trying to get Qubic and Ergo to work, but I've been running into issues with the miner switching back to Qubic, and it messes up and it gets hung. Yeah, I just had these on Ergo just for like a few days, mining that non-stop. So I did sell one CMP to somebody. They just sent me USDC, so I'm gonna put a 3070 in here. It's non-shrouded, so that's also from Qubic. But once I meet up with him, I think I should be able to get shrouds and fans from him, which I'll then put onto another one of these 7900Xs to make another Wart rig. Another thing that's changed is all the EPYCs are now upstairs. They're no longer down here like they used to be. Yeah, so some of these PSUs are screaming. It's pretty hot down here. It's 106 down here, so I got 1200 watt powering these, 1200 watt powering the 7900Xs and the 3900X, 750 watt powering 3070 and the 7K62, and then these guys are all still going. Wattage for these two, 23 CMPs and the 3070 is around 2800 mining Qubic currently. This guy's also mining Qubic, and then Wart, 3 Zephyrs, another Wart, and then also the AL0 and the 2 KS0s. We got around 3100 watts on all of this and the X12 here. Yeah, I'm 3D printing some more stuff. I'll show you guys the test benches that I printed up for the dual EPYCs. I'll eventually move this EPYC also to the test bench because it's very nice. It includes the PSU, so this will be a lot taller, but the PSU will be underneath. And they don't have any issues with like deforming or anything, even though it's like 100 degrees in here. Yeah, this stuff does not bend or deform. I haven't seen it like melt at all, so that seems pretty decent. So I'm a fan of these test benches, and they work even on ATX boards. You'll just have some overhang. Well, that's not an ATX board, but MATX. But this is an ATX board, and you'll just have a little bit of overhang, which is like not the end of the world. But let's go upstairs to the dual EPYCs. All right, up here in the office, we have the one dual EPYC and a single EPYC. Both of these are Zotac 4070 Ti's. This board here, I got off an eBay seller that it supposedly ran dual 7551s, and I got it to boot once with dual 7K62s, and then it just wouldn't boot again. So that's kind of shitty that I have a dual socket board that only runs one CPU. This guy's got no issue. I am running a Tugum heatsink for the VRMs. It's super unnecessary, but I broke the plastic pins that hold the stock heatsink on, so I'm using this one here, which is why I don't have a fan on this side, but temperature wise the CPU is fine. This guy here is doing around 1.4 gigahash. I have 8 by 4 gigabytes of RAM, and they're originally 2133, but they're overclocked to 2400 megahertz. And then this one here, 4070 Ti again, dual 7K62s, and I'm running 16 sticks of RAM. This was like the original set, the original EPYC that I bought that I still haven't made a video on. Yeah, I'm running 8 by 16 gigabyte, 3200 megahertz. Don't get that. That's just too much. Like, it was 160 per 8 sticks, so that's kind of insane. These sticks, I bought 38 sticks for like $140, so, and they're all same brand and a lot cheaper, and they work just as good. I'm not sure how RAM dependent some stuff is, but for this, it's just overkill to spend 320 plus tax on a bunch of RAM sticks when I can get 38 sticks for $140. Yeah, this guy's been crushing it. I used to have 3070s on here, which I swapped out with the 4070 Ti's from the 7950 X3Ds downstairs, and I put the 4070 Ti's up here because they do a lot better on more cores. So this one is 1.4 gigahash, 350 watts. This one's plugged into the meter. This one unsure on wattage, but it's 2 gigahash on the 4070 Ti. I no longer have my 4090s, or else they'd be running on here and probably be crushing it, but I end up selling the two that I had and some CPU motherboard RAM combos, and I bought another dual EPYC, and I still have like 2400 left over from selling all that stuff. Also, these are the test benches that I printed. Don't worry about the different colors, it doesn't matter too much, but there's a mount for the PSU under here, and it also sits on, it's really kind of hard to see, it does sit on like an L bracket kind of, so this one here is this side, and then on the PSU side it'll just come out and the PSU will sit on that, and there's also holes for screws, and then little clips, because this top board is 2 pieces, so these clips just support it, and then there's also a block underneath here that also supports it even more. Same thing on this one, clips, and then I have the little wedge under here, but this is meant for an ATX board, I believe. So these actually used to have some nubbins on here that are supposed to go through the holes for the ATX boards, but in the slicer I just cut all those nubs off. I actually printed another one of these and I forgot to like make this shorter. Not that it would really matter, but like, I don't know, just because of how I like things, I'd rather have this shorter, but both of these are tall, and this is made in PLA Plus, and it doesn't conduct any electric, so I'm not worried about anything shorting out, because I've had people be like, oh, like, you've had so much issues with your dual EPYCs, are you sure it's not shorting out on the stands? And it's not. It's non-conductive. PLA doesn't hold any electric charge, so I know it's not that issue. Yeah, I got everything on right now, even my computer upstairs is mining Wart, and that's pretty much it. So I mean, I got Wart going, some Ergo, kind of going back and forth, and then Qubic and Aleo, and that's pretty much it. I wish I could do Qubic and Ergo, but I'm having issues with the miner switching back and forth and it crashing, so maybe I'll try a different miner and see how that goes. But thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys kind of like this little tour. I changed a lot of stuff around just because Wart started to go crazy. Super late to the Wart party, but whatever. At least it's stuff for me to do and keep busy and make videos on. So I will see you in the next video.